Hi, happy solstice. If you're in the Northern Hemisphere, this is the long-awaited time of summer, the welcoming of summer. And if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, of course, it's the return of the sun. Because the Earth circles on its axis and the axis leans a little bit, sometimes the Northern Hemisphere is facing the sun and sometimes the Southern Hemisphere is facing the sun. So we are beginning summer here in the Northern Hemisphere, and it has been a long winter. So it's very, very welcome. I wanted to just let you know a little bit about how auspicious this time is. The new moon that we had on January 17th, 9:30, 8 p.m. California time, Pacific Coast time, 5:38, that would have been UTC time, the next day on June 18th, and over the weekend in Gemini, in a nakshatra or near the stars that are referred to as Mrigashira. And it's a very auspicious, very sattvic sign. Mrigashira is a word that relates to the head of a female deer, a doe, a deer, a female deer, a ray, drop of golden sun, right? That's what it's really all about right now. And so Mrigashira very much has to do with exploring, adventuring, seeking, and ultimately being a spiritual seeker. So we begin this lunar phase with the Mrigashira energy of learning, growing, seeking, even evolving. It's really a wonderful time to pursue not only what you have in your mind, but what you have in your heart. And then this solstice begins on a moon moved from Gemini into Cancer. And of course, the moon rules Cancer. So that's a very beautiful moon for our solstice. And we have Jupiter, of course, in Aries right now, still with Rahu, but Jupiter is now moving into Bharani Nakshatra. So it started in late April in Ashwini Nakshatra, a beautiful nakshatra itself, but now it's moving into Bharani. And Bharani likes to kick up dust. Bharani is very creative, it's ruled by Venus. It's very much a Shakti, an energy of Shakti, and it's an energy of destroying and dissolving in order that the new and the correct, the better, the authentic can grow. Jupiter only means well for you. And so if Jupiter is taking things down, if Jupiter is seeking truth and speaking truth, it's in order to clear a new path for you. So really stay really close to the heart, right? Stay close to what matters most to you. And deep, deep breaths riding these waves. It's going to be good. It's going to be great. I think this is a great lunar phase we're in. And it's also a time when the planet Saturn is in retrograde motion. So Saturn takes about 2.5 years to get through a sign. He went into Aquarius late January, earlier this year. And now he's going retrograde, still in Aquarius. And he will be in Aquarius until late March of 2025. So we'll have another retrograde motion. His retrogression started at the same time as the new moon on June 17th, and it goes right up until November. November is going to be a beautiful time because Rahu is going to move. Rahu is going to back into Pisces and leave Jupiter alone in Aries. So we'll really feel the full blossoming of Jupiter in Aries in November. So just knowing that November is going to be a beautiful time of blossoming. Saturn will go direct. Jupiter will be free in Aries to really deliver his goodness, his truth. In Aries, he's very bold and brave. But what do we do in the meantime? So from now until November, we've got Saturn retrograding. And that doesn't have to be a difficult thing. We don't have to be nervous about that. Saturn is the great teacher. Saturn teaches lessons, and he teaches through hard work, through non-attachment, through patience. And oftentimes what Saturn is bringing us as maturity, or sometimes even I like to think of Saturn as the emissary of pure consciousness itself. I think of him as Shiva's helper. He's come to remind us that you are not your body, not your title, not your job, not your role. You are consciousness. You are pure awareness. You are something infinite and great. You are so much greater and stronger even than you know. And Saturn is teaching us that. He's teaching us resilience. He's teaching us slow it down, pace yourself, and root into the truth of who you are. Because there, all the planets will support you, and the universe has got your back. So I'm wishing you a beautiful solstice. Blessings upon you. May the longtime sun shine upon you always. And may you feel the warmth of the sun and the light of the stars always guiding your way. Many, many blessings.